Greetings. Hopefully now I've finished with these sound problems. Now I'm using the headphones. Hopefully the sound quality is going to be significantly better. We'll see once we get this up and running how the sound looks in the end. Now we're going to move on with the campaign tutorial. You can read it if you want, but I'm going to click play. This campaign is basically a bit of a story of Napoleon's childhood. I've already played it because I've already recorded this, but it sounded really bad. The sound quality was bad, so I decided to remake it completely. I've deleted those files and now I start from scratch. Reload the screen and then we'll begin. Oh, and I won't be talking during the advisor's lines.
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica.
Nice.
Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life. Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, establish vast and profitable trade routes, research new and exciting technologies, and advance Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Fame and glory await.
Okay.
Let's start by getting comfortable with the camera controls.
Camera controls.
To
Nice.
move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in any direction.
Okay, done. Next.
You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth.
I know. Next one. Next one.
Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Tenez-vous prêt!
Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map. Each
Okay, I
time
know that.
Napoleon moves, this area becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted.
Okay.
Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color.
I know.
This
The
is
yellow
the
area.
zone of control.
Zone of control.
An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be
I'll let
attacked.
you read it.
Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica.
Will do.
Select Napoleon and then
Already have.
right-click on the map on the intended destination.
Yes, I know.
with your-
So as I was saying, I'm not going to talk during the advisor lines because I want you to hear them if you're interested, and I don't want to spoil those lines for you. But it's getting annoying from time to time, so I'm gonna cancel them out. Well, I'm gonna move him here.
Troupe! En avant!
Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them. This panel contains information about your city. including its public order levels, wealth, and current population number. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn,
Okay. Enter.
as Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever.
If only. I like the fact that they chose to
A
make...
ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it. Notice that the ship automatically moved towards Napoleon. And
Préparez-vous! Marchez!
having
Monsieur!
boarded the ship, you now need to select a destination.
C'est un navire.
Select
monsieur.
the ship. As
Oui,
your course
Captain.
has now been set, you need to end-turn before your ship can move.
So, as I was saying... Enter.
Having set your ship's course in the previous turn, select the end turn button so that it automatically carries out your order.
I'll try not to talk too much during this tutorial because, as you can see, it's getting a little busy. This guy keeps telling you what to do. The reason why I'm showing you this is to see the actual tutorial, how it is. Maybe you'll like the game, and maybe you want to play it yourself. So, I'm not gonna talk too much, and I'm gonna let you hear what this guy says, because it's pretty nice. And I like the fact that they chose to make this tutorial as a story-based, story-driven tutorial, just like in Rome, if you remember. She keep telling you about history, what happened during that time, as the story moves on. So it's pretty nice that they reintroduced that into Napoleon Total War. So now we're doing as he says, we're going there, and disembark Napoleon.
Bien arrivé.
Do not
Armée,
forget to click the
halt!
end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left.
En
Annoying,
avant! Marchez!
but it's very useful for someone who is new to the Total War series and wants to play it. It's very explanatory, unlike Empire, for example.
À vos
Message
ordres!
boxes will appear during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is an important message, it will automatically open for you. Other, you are about to enter another faction's territory. To
Yes.
see what your diplomatic relations are, click on the Diplomacy button.
Diplomacy.
The Diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and use other nations' land for military access.
Just like an Empire.
Each nation is listed in either the
So what we're going to do now...
Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and
Okay.
select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. Submit your offer by left-clicking.
I know.
With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Your wealth can be viewed at the bottom of the screen. A victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years.
Very good maxim.